Hey y'all, Irix Guy here, and I wanted to post a follow-up review in regards to the DJI Mavic Air. Now, this is after a few months of using, and I want to tell you the good and the bad. Again, nothing sugar-coated on this channel. I tell you how it is. You can check the link within this video's description to find the Mavic Air in all the different colors, the bundles, all the accessories, tutorials, and a whole lot more. But after using the Mavic Air for a few months, and let me preface this by I've been flying drones since Phantom 1. So I've done Phantom 1, Phantom 2, Phantom 2 Vision Plus, Phantom 3 Pro, Phantom 4, Phantom 4 Pro, Mavic Pro, and now the Mavic Air. And the Mavic Air is my favorite. And it's my favorite because, number one, I get really good 4K 30 video. I don't have to deal with the tap to focus. That was a requirement that was present on the Mavic Pro, and they may have addressed that with a firmware update. And then also on the Phantom 4 Pro. So it resulted in, I didn't know, I mean, my video may be okay, it may not be spot on, so it was kind of a hit or miss type scenario. With the Mavic Air, every flight that I've flown, there's been no issues with the video quality. It's been rock solid, the autofocus has been spot on, and it's been a, I've got dust on my little sensors on there, that's funny. It's just been a really good experience. And this thing is very well made to be so small and so lightweight. One of the things that I've admired the most about it, just being able to unfold it like so. And then of course take off my camera guard. And boom, I'm good to go. And then when I finish flying, just put this back on, pop that down, pop this down, fold this up. Super convenient, especially when you're like me and you're traveling with a lot of camera gear. Having a drone that's too big and too heavy, and I'll go as far now and say that the Phantom is too big and too heavy. You know, there for a while it was the best we had. You know, and then they came out with Mavic Pro, but Mavic Pro had that tap to focus annoyance. And so, you know, maybe go back to Phantom 4. Phantom 4, rock solid, absolutely rock solid drone. Got amazing 4K 30 from it. But now I can get that from something smaller and more lightweight. One of the gripes that people have had about this are like, yeah man, the battery life's not that good. Well, I will tell you that most videos that I film are probably around 5 minutes. And I can comfortably get 3 5-minute long videos out of this. Easily 15 minutes. Real world scenarios, usually I get between 16 or 19 minutes. So for me, that battery life is great. And to have a battery that's so small and so lightweight, it's easy to throw extras in my pack. I mean, right now in my pack on my back, I've got 4 batteries. So, let's see, 4 times, let's just say approximately 20 minutes. That's 80 minutes. That's a lot of filming time. Now, obviously, give or take a few minutes to be fair and, you know, and factor in real-world flying conditions. But yeah, the battery life's not a concern. The other concern that a lot of people had vocalized was the absence of OcuSync. It only has Wi-Fi. Well, actually, and to throw some seemingly marketing spin into the picture, this is enhanced Wi-Fi. And when I first saw enhanced Wi-Fi, I thought that's just a way to try to make it sound good, even though it doesn't have OcuSync. But in reality, since I've flown this, I haven't encountered any issues as the result of not having OcuSync. Sure, OcuSync is a better technology, but throughout the visual line of sight range, I've had no issues with flying this. My FPV's been rock solid, my controls have been rock solid. So the fact that this has Wi-Fi versus OcuSync is not a deal breaker for me. Would I prefer to have OcuSync? Yeah, just because it sounds cooler and it's a better technology. But who cares, you know? The little gimbal guard or camera protector that's not to be flown with, I don't know why they just didn't. I mean, they made it a dark color so it's apparent that you couldn't film with it, but why don't they make something just really bright, like orange or something? And why don't they make it to where this has to pop in? Why don't they make it to where if this is in, that it won't power on and it'll beep or something, so you know you've got to take your camera guard off. Just a small area for improvement there. Just the form factor of this, being able to put it in this case, this tiny little case, I mean, that's great. I mean, obviously I'm not going for a swim or anything today, so this is perfect. If I was going to go somewhere wet, I would put it in my waterproof and ruggedized case. But on dry ground, This is great. Very small, very lightweight. You can even put your controller in this back part. A lot of people didn't realize that. So the design of the Mavic Air is absolutely exceptional. And I'll go as far as to say it's the best drone from DJI to date. Now with that said, being a drone guy like I am, and I'm always looking for what's best and what's next, I'm super excited about the possibility of Mavic Pro 2 being something very exceptional. Mavic Pro 2, maybe it'll have 4K 60. You know, maybe it'll even have an interchangeable camera, you know, a modular camera, something you could swap out for a 360-degree camera. Why has DJI not released a drone yet with a 360-degree spherical camera? I know among the camera people, 360 is something that there's a lot of people, including myself, want to really see that technology catch on because it's really cool. It immerses people within an environment. But the problem has been that with 360, they seem to release the camera technology before they release the editing software, and people lost interest. And now, even though Final Cut Pro 10 does 360-degree spherical editing, there just doesn't seem to be a lot of excitement there. Maybe that's why DJI is avoiding the 360-degree camera option for their drone. But yeah, Mavic Air, if I was buying another drone today, I would definitely buy the Mavic Air. And check the link within this video's description because you can find the Mavic Air, the various bundles, all the colors, the accessories, you know, pick you up a car charger. That's definitely a must. Maybe get a waterproof and ruggedized case. Check the link within this video's description. You can find it all there. But with that being said, you know, I'm not trying to sell anybody on the idea of the Mavic Air, but it sold me, and I'm sold on the Mavic Air, and the Mavic Air is my go-to drone today. Today being, what is today? It's the month of April in 2018, but I forget the date. But anyway, you get the point. It's very good, and I'm trying to think of anything negative to say about it. I mean, the build quality is exceptional. To be so small and so lightweight, the build quality is exceptional. To be so small and so lightweight, it's been able to handle moderate wind very well. Keep in mind, though, that you'll probably get a pop-up saying strong wind detected or something like that within the app, which that's kind of cool they did that. But it's a rock-solid little drone. And oh, another thing, the bottom of it is, the top is red, the bottom is not. I was hoping, and I don't know why they didn't do this, if they could make the bottom a bright color too, that way when you're flying visual line of sight like I do, you can more easily see the drone because of that bright red color that doesn't tend to blend with the clouds. I mean, it would be a very weird weather condition if the sky was that color. So I wish they had made the bottom that color. But I mean, everything of this, oh yeah, the other minor complaint I had, this back door, and if you check out my older videos from the Mavic Air, you probably saw where I left it partially closed. But now, after using it for a while, even without fingernails, it's easy for me to open and close. Because there for a while I was having to partially close it because it was so tight that I couldn't open it without a small coin or key or something. But now it's loosened up to where it's not an issue. Another thing that I wanted to mention is that yes, it does have USB-C on the back of it. And I understand that DJI wants to sell chargers and that sort of stuff. But if they could give us the ability to recharge this thing by way of USB-C, that would open up a whole new world of possibilities. Imagine having a battery bank in your backpack that's USB. You plug in a USB-C cable to that and you're able to charge off the grid. Imagine that you have foldable solar panels and you're off the grid and you want to recharge your drone and the controller. We can recharge the controller with a USB cable. Why can't we recharge the drone's battery with a USB cable? That's a huge area for opportunity, and if DJI would just step away and say, hey, you know, we realize we want to sell everything we can, and you know, and we're great marketers, this, that, and the other, but why don't we give the customers something they really want? Why don't we give them what many people, including myself, have been asking for a long time, and that's USB recharging capabilities. Why don't they give us that? I mean, don't be that selfish about making money. You know, give us something that would be really cool, because if this had that, I mean, this could really be, without a doubt, just an even more outstanding drone. But again, because the batteries are so small and so lightweight, and because I do have a car charger, but typically I don't have a car when I'm off the grid, so that throws a wrench in the situation. But yeah, let us recharge this with USB-C. You know, maybe they'll let us do that with the Mavic Pro 2, or maybe the Mavic Air 2. But it's definitely exciting, and the footage that I've been able to capture with this Mavic Air is just, it continues to blow my mind. The high dynamic range makes it a notch above the other drones that I've flown and filmed with. And I mean, it's just a small package. I mean, look how small that is. I mean, that is super tiny, and to be able to offer this performance is absolutely exceptional. And something else I failed to mention a moment ago is that I like how the camera is more internalized. Yeah, it's on the front of the drone, but it's kind of tucked up in there. So, you know, should you encounter something catastrophic when you're landing your Mavic Air, there may be a better possibility that the camera may not become damaged. Again, nothing is certain. Always expect your drone to be completely destroyed when you take it off, because that's the expectation I have. I mean, I film in safe and responsible locations, but every time I take off with my drone, I completely expect to lose it and never see it again. So, you know, that being said, though, it is nice that they did seem to put that camera in a more internalized fashion so that it may better protect the camera. So, tons of excitement here. But yeah, the Mavic Air, it is my favorite drone today, April 2018. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, youtube.com/IRickSky. Check the link within this video's description to find the Mavic Air, all the bundles, all the colors, the accessories, tutorials, and a whole lot more. Appreciate y'all's viewership, and y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, IRickSky here. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe, like, and share. It's viewers like you that enable my channel to continue to grow. Thank you.